singing, even when you notice that something has gone wrong, keep quiet. That is how to know a university student. You don't make noise like secondary school. That is why when most of you come to our offices, we just know that this is a jam band. You come to the office, you begin to knock and knock and knock and knock, you won't even open and enter. They will leave you at the door. It is not a private apartment. Once you knock, you open and enter. Then some of you come, you say, uncle, auntie, for university. And that is why you are making noise when others are singing. You keep quiet and hold your peace.
So we joy in pride, we good our common goal. From howling voice forever, we hear the folklore carol call. Arise, mighty United, hold in your covering out in your petite green down, don't reach for
Do I need to comment?
Good morning, everyone. My name is Stacy Kamusai, Department of Finance. All over my life, I'm fruitful, walks on God. Good feet, souls rejoice and run, we put our common goal. One life and voice for we put glory of God. Arise, mighty United,
This long hair is not red level. When you get to final year, I wonder where the hair will now be.
Good morning. My name is Ray Guardiola. I'm from the Department of Finance. All over the wide, wide world, our beautiful roads
We would have allowed him continue. The Vice Chancellor is here. But from all that you have seen, who is the best? And so come. You can go to your seat. He will be the one to lead us in the anthem, the Uniben anthem, as soon as we begin. May we rise as we welcome the Vice Chancellor's entourage.
Thank you so much. While we remain standing, we'll be taking the first stanza of the national. Not on your screen now, okay? The keyboardist will be helping to that. At the count of two. 1, 2. Hold on. Did you hear what I said? I said the national anthem is not on your screen. We're taking the national anthem first. I know you are excited, okay? So we'll do the national anthem first, and then we'll do the Uniben anthem. That is on your screen. So hold it. So let's go. After the count of 2. First stanza, yes. Nigeria. The Unibel anthem, Mr. Vice, all of our students who have mastered the Unibel anthem in less than few minutes that we came in here. So he will be leading us on the Unibel anthem. Please a round of applause for him as he leads us.
All over the wide, wide world, our fruitful works unfold. What we sow, we joy and pride, with good a common goal. One heart and voice for all, we hear the purple clarion call. Arise, mighty Unibel, robed in your purple and gold, cloud in your fertile green hair, knowledge for service untold.
Greatest Unibel student.
What are you doing there?
Our very own distinguished and ever pragmatic Vice Chancellor, Professor Edoma Warren, the Senior Advocate of Nigeria, represented here this morning, Deputy Vice Chancellor, Administration, Professor Christopher Osumo. Please a round of applause for the Vice Chancellor and his representative. We welcome you especially this morning to the 2025 and 2026 orientation exercise. And we also recognize very specially other members of management who are here with you. First, we acknowledge the presence of the Deputy Vice Chancellor Academic, Professor Victor Imuneoka. Please a round of applause for him. Recognize this morning our own dean, the number one student on campus, the dean of students, your dean and my dean, Professor Frederick Ekaisi. Is that all you can do for your dean? You're very welcome, sir. And also, forgive my manners, we have with us this morning, representing the registrar, Mr. Ademola Bobola, is Mr. Kolade Ikeafe, Deputy Registrar. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we have also very important guests in our midst that you need to know and that you will also be meeting in the course of this orientation. Allow me also to welcome the Dean, Vocational and Technical Education, Professor Mrs. Uko Aviomo. She has been a wonderful mommy since morning. Please, a round of applause for her. We also have with us the Assistant Dean of Students, Professor Emmanuel Imariagbe. Please, also is the Director of NEL Fund. Please, a round of applause for him. Okay, I've just been directed now to invite Professor Mrs. Aviomo to the stage. Ma, please, you are needed here. Okay. Ma, we are still waiting. Please, a round of applause for her as she makes her way to the stage. I understand that Professor Imariagbe is solely the director of NEL Fund. All right, no longer Assistant Dean of Students. Forgive me. solely the director of Nelfond. I'm sure in the course of this orientation exercise, you'll be availed with all the information that you need to know about Nelfond. We also have with us Professor Ifidon. Please, a round of applause for him with us this morning. And also we have with us Deputy Registrar Student Affairs, Mr. Benjamin Omere. As we move on in the course of this program, we will be introducing all of our guests this morning. We have also with us this morning the Director of Servicom, Professor Siwa Oshoma. Please, a round of applause for him. He was right here on time this morning, and he has been with us right from the beginning. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it's my singular honor to welcome also this morning the Students' Union officials who are here with us. Do we have any of them present here with us already? Okay, so in the course of this program, we'll expect them to be with us. Please join me with a standing ovation as we make welcome the Vice Chancellor, Professor Edoba Omorege, for his address to us.
Greatest Uniben students. Greatest Uniben students. Great. Okay, please, may you sit down. The Vice Chancellor, Professor Edoba Bib Omorege, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, would have loved to be here, but is out of town for a very important official engagement. That's why he has asked me to represent him on this occasion. But I'm almost certain that when you'll be doing your matriculation, he will be there. And so you will know our able and pragmatic Chancellor. Having said that, I'll go ahead to read the address of the Vice Chancellor on this special occasion of the 2025-2026 orientation program for newly admitted students of the University of Benin, holding today and tomorrow at the Archideco Auditorium. Principal officers of the university, the provost, deans, and directors, professors here present, staff, and students of this university. It is my pleasure to address you all, proud to your formal admittance into our great university. As Vice Chancellor, I welcome you most heartily to a University of Excellence and one of the preferred in sub-Saharan Africa. I congratulate you all and wish you a most rewarding sojourn here. At this orientation, you'll be taken through key issues by heads of units that you will have cause to interface with in your time here. Their role is to help you to be conscious that you are responsible for your actions and choices. This freedom of responsibility should be handled with care and commitment. It is pertinent to note that the purpose of the University of Benin in granting you this admission is so that you can make the best of the opportunities for young people to become better citizens to themselves, families, communities, and the country. We urge you to stay focused and to imbibe the virtues of hard work, diligence, honesty, commitment to your studies, prioritizing your goals, and to shun vices capable of truncating your educational pursuit and also landing in serious trouble. Let me reiterate the abhorrence for any form of misconduct, such as membership of secret cults, drugs, and prostitution. We expect you to engage in positive and productive ventures that will boost your academic performance. Our university is also an avenue to develop talents in sports, and other extracurricular activities. Please feel free to engage and make use of the infrastructure provided by university for your self-development. The Student Affairs Division, the Guidance and Counseling Office of the school, and all relevant units are always open to guide you on all issues that you take to them. To our esteemed parents, guardians, and sponsors, I acknowledge your faith in our university and thank you for the confidence in entrusting your children and wards to us. My dear students, please know that now and the future belong to you. Make the best of this rare privilege. Start by emulating the different professional mentors in your various fields of study in order to become responsible professionals that will contribute to nation building. Thank you all and God bless. Professor Eduba B. Omorigi, Vice Chancellor.
I thought the Vice Chancellor would get a standing ovation. A standing ovation for the Vice Chancellor, please. Thank you. Please, you may be seated. Thank you, Mr. Vice Chancellor. Represented here this morning by Professor Christopher Osubo. Quickly, we'll take the address from the Dean of Student Affairs. Please make welcome Professor F. Ekaise for his address. Keep clapping until he comes to the microphone.
Our dear Vice Chancellor, Capacity Transformational Vice Chancellor, Professor E.B. Omorigi, XAN, ably represented by my former Dean, a career administrator, the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Administration, Professor C.C. Osumbo, Deputy Vice Chancellor, Academics, Professor Chief Victor Gwineweka, Librarian, Professor Mrs. Jane Ige Abba, the Registrar Representative, my own dear brother, Professor Ed. Well, you are in the university, you can be a professor. Mr. Kolade, Director of Servicon, Professor C.Y. Oshoman, Director of NEFOND, Professor E.E. Maragbe, my own big brother, Professor Ifidon of the Department of ISD, and a comrade transformed to administrator, Comrade Abu, our faculty officer, greatest of the greatest of the greatest of the greatest of the University of Benin student. Great. My Vice Chancellor, sir, I want to sincerely appreciate you for finding time to grace this occasion and opening for the 2025-2026 orientation program for the newly admitted students of our great university. Just as we have heard, University of Benin, with the acronym of UNIBES, is one of the best universities in the sub-Saharan Africa. We have one of the greatest entries in the Nigerian university. We welcome you here today, and this is a new life, of course. A new beginning that will take you to a new world. University of Benin was founded in 1970. Of course, before then it was MIT, Midway Institute of Technology, that transformed to University of Benin in 1970. But this year it will be 56 years. It is a yearly ritual that is being organized by University of Benin through the Students Affairs Division to give orientation to newly admitted students of the rules and regulations governing every student of the University of Benin. And Student Affairs is saddled with the responsibility of catering for their students' components. We have hostels that accommodate a number of students. We have a number of faculties I'm happy to announce to you that this year alone, the new admitted students numbered about 15,000. Can we clap for that? All due to the hard work of our capacity transformative Vice Chancellor and his whole team. And we did have some issues in accommodating our students. And the management is doing everything humanly possible to see how we can accommodate more students. Just as the Vice Chancellor's address, as read by the DVC admin, you are into a new environment different from where you used to be. From different families, different background, different ethnic group, of course, different cultural backgrounds, into a universal component where you are be to meet with different colors, different names. We have the Igbos, you have Yoruba, Hausa, Ishan, Edo, and the rest. We all commit together here to train you, to model you, to take over from us. Just as we were modeled by some of our teachers here today. We appeal to you that in the halls of residence, in your classrooms, there are rules governing those components. You must abide by those rules. Our aim is to model you, to see you succeed. I was one of this university, just as one of our speakers here said, Dr. Mike Sasui. I schooled in this university, and I am now working in this university. So life is a transformative component. It will get to a time how we ease out where you take off from where we stop. So our own goal is to see that we model you even more better than us. Can you clap for that? I'm also happy to announce to you that the Vice Chancellor, of course, with his transformative team, have put all the necessary components in proper perspective to make your study here, your stay here. For a period of time you go to school, we have a 2 years course, that's a certificate, of course. We have a diploma, you have direct entry that will spend 3 years. We have jump that will spend 4 years, depending on your course, 5 years and 6 years. So the management team have made everything manipulated. Your stay in this university than where you are coming from. And we also appeal to you that you learn the behavioral component that will be embedded in you when you are here, so that you represent University of Benin better wherever you find yourselves. If you go around the whole world, University of Benin students are making waves, and it's a proud to every one of us. Can you clap for that? For these 2 days, today and tomorrow, you'll be hearing from different speakers of different components on how to navigate the east, west, north, south of University of Benin, so that at the end of the day, you'll be a better person. By Wednesday, we all convene here again, just like our DVC admin have said, to formally send you as what? Student. By today, you are still carrying a letter of provisionally what? Admitted student. We have not given you a matriculation number. But by Wednesday, you'll be here to sign into dotted lines, where you'll be given some guidance to follow. Please, we appeal to you. Security-wise, everybody is, of course, security is everybody's business. See something and see something for your interest and for the interest of your environment. So I welcome you all, and feel free. I want to thank the management. They gave us some refreshment. Very soon we'll give you some refreshment. Can we clap for our visit? So feel free and be happy. And we also have some component of organization here, Access for Success, led by our dear brother, a renowned lecturer, Professor Ifidon of the Department of ISD. They are also here to collaborate with us. And later in the day, we'll also be having speakers from the Keystone Bank on how to leverage on finance and other components. I welcome you all again. I wish you the very best, University of Benin, for the next time, for the remaining time you're going to stay here. God bless you.
He is the #1 student, the Dean of Students. Please, a round of applause for him. If I were you, I would begin to prepare to pass through University of Benin without problem, without stress, and go through with ease. While he was talking, it came to mind that this you that we are talking to now, that we are begging to do what you need to do, a time will come when you match line in the university. The bad thing is that nobody will come and talk to you. They will only send you letter, just a paper, and you will attend to the paper accordingly. If it's the one that will take you home for 2 years, your friends will leave you by then. You will be on your own. So we appeal to you, this orientation is very important and key to your success. Quickly, you are in school. What are you doing in school? To come and play? Play is part of it too. But how do you use the library is also key. That is why the librarian of the university did not send any other person. She said she will come and talk to you by herself. Please join me, welcome our very own Professor Jane Abba, the university librarian.
Amiable Vice Chancellor, Professor Omorege Edobo-San, ably represented by our own Professor Osumbo, the DVC admin, and all other principal officers present here. Please permit me to observe the already established protocol. Great Nigerian student, great Uniben student, great, great, great. I want to welcome you to our great university, the University of Benin, Benin City. As you have rightly heard, I'm Professor Jane Abba, the University Librarian of John Harris Library of Uniben. I want to congratulate everyone here present for the admission you have been given. And I want to ask you to please take your program seriously. I'll be introducing the John Harris Library to you this morning, a vital component in your educational progress. The John Harris Library was established by the first university librarian in the year 1970 and is named after him, John Harris. It is established to operate 24/7 to cater for your academic needs and the staff needs as well. There is nowhere in the world where you don't have university. And where you have university, you must have a library, because it plays a very vital role in the academic success of the students. The library is an intellectual heart where students are nurtured through the resources we acquired, we process, we store, we disseminate, and also preserve, all in the need to meet your information needs. In the classroom, your lecturer will introduce you to various concepts. And the library is a structure that will provide you with resources that will develop your thinking faculties to be innovative and critical. We also provide literacy, information literacy training and research skills to enable you embark on research for the development of our society. Therefore, the library is a communication process. It is a channel of communication that encourages the relationship the interaction between you, the users, the resources of the library, and the author that published such documents. Please, permit me to invite you to visit the library. Familiarize yourself with the resources in the library. Know the library layout so that you will not miss your way, because it's a very vast library. Locate the reference desk where your questions will be answered. Registered with the library, you'll be issued with your library ID card and library tickets. Please, I must advise you, you must guide your library ticket and ID card jealously to avoid impersonation. Otherwise, you'll be held responsible for whatever happens to the resources borrowed in your name. Establish a regular routine program of visiting the library at least once a week to add more to the knowledge you'll be acquiring in the classroom. The main library, that is the John Harris Library, is located at Ugbowo campus, opposite the clinical student hostel, between the student complex known as basement and the halls of residence. The John Harris Library also includes our e-learning centers, where you deal with electronic resources. It also has the MTN Foundation e-library. Apart from that, we have faculties libraries across the campus to bring the library closer to your doorstep. Maybe in future, we might even have libraries in the hostel so that even at night you can read. The John Harris Library building is in 3 floors. The basement houses our bindery section and the archival section. We also have a canteen at the basement of the library where you can eat, because all work and no play make dark a dull students. On the ground floor of the library, we have the security post to check in the students. We have the circulation units where you'll be doing your registration. You'll be allowed to borrow our resources and return them in due time. We also have the catalog cabinets, which is the key to the holdings of the library. And we have the OPAC, which deals with the holdings electronically. The holdings we have in the library are in the OPAC. So if you don't want to access the catalog cabinet, you can use the OPAC to identify resources by title, by author, or by subjects. In the upper floor of the library, we have open shelves relating to various disciplines. And we have special collections which contain resources recommended by your lecturers for various disciplines. And these are known as the reserve section or the textbook collection. The John Harris Library operates from Mondays through Fridays, from 8 a.m. in the morning to 7 p.m. at night. And on Saturdays, we operate between 8 a.m. and 3:30 p.m. On Sundays, we also operate between 12 noon and closes at 6 p.m. The branch library and the faculty libraries only operate on weekdays between 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. But the library is closed in all public holidays to users. So you see, we work round the clock for your benefits, and you must patronize the library to enhance your sources as a student. The library houses both print resources, that is, your textbook, your core textbooks, handbooks, and other recommended texts printed in black and white. The library also has print-related resources. These are journals, proceedings, newspapers, magazines that carry current information resources. They are very vital for innovative research. We have the non-print resources, which consist your electronic resources. So if you do not want to use our print resources, we have electronic resources such as e-journals, e-books, and databases, all for your pleasure. The reserve collection, or the textbook collection, as I have earlier said, contains essential resources recommended by your lecturers. The library provides access to 46 databases electronically. These databases are capital intensive. We have closed access, we have open access. The closed access are very, very expensive, and they are renewed annually. So, as a student, if you do not access the database relating to your discipline, you are simply wasting the resources of the university. Because we must renew every year. Because when accreditation team comes, they ensure that we renew. But if you don't use it, you are wasting the resources that would have been used for other things. The electronic resources, as I told you, include Science Direct by Xavier, which provide full tests to electronic scientific journals in medicine, engineering, social sciences, arts, and humanities. They are in thousands. We also have Scopus. It's a multidisciplinary citation database that indexed over 14,000 journals in various disciplines. Of course, as I've earlier told you, we have our OPAC that allow you to search our library holdings either by title, by author, by subject, and keywords at your convenience in any computer in the library. But before you use our resources in the library, you must be a bona fide student of University of Benin. You must register and be given your library ID card and library tickets to enable you to access our holdings, to borrow our resources, and you'll be held personally responsible for these resources, which must be well taken care of by you. That is why I earlier emphasized that you should not allow somebody to impersonate you by using your ID card or your library ticket, because if there is any misplacements or loss of material or damage, you will pay for it. And if it's in hard currency, I mean foreign currency, you will pay the equivalent in Nigerian currency. And if the materials are lost or damaged, you must immediately report to the library. Because at the end of your graduation period, If you cannot account for your ID card or library ticket, or somebody had used it to borrow and did not refund, you must pay for the overdue fine. And you must pay for that resource. Otherwise, your certificates and your transcript will be withheld by the university. It's a serious business. Please take it seriously. In the university, we also, or in the university library, encourage absolute silence. And we do not allow eating and drinking or phonographic resources. They are highly prohibited. If you must eat, you go to the canteen at the basement. And if you need to have group discussion with your classmates in the library, there are spaces for such activity. The reference desk I had earlier mentioned is referred to as Ask a Librarian. That section of the library is manned by a professional librarian who will attend to all your queries. And if you are searching for materials, you may not be able to find them on your own. The librarians are there to assist you. They have been trained to save your time, to identify, to locate and search for your resources quickly and speedily, to save your time. The library also provides additional services such as bindery services. You can bind your thesis, your projects, and your personal effects at a subsidized rate in the library. I must advise you to develop the skills of using the library, because it will help you throughout your professional life, because it encourages self-directional learning. Because by the time you graduate from here, you will need these skills. You will need your information literacy skills and research skills to be able to excel in your area of choice. Every qualification you will earn in the university and skills you will develop are directly or indirectly connected to the library. So please, you take good care of our resources, because they represent the inquiries, the innovative researches of scholars before you. And they are available to you at your fingertip, free of charge. Please, obey the rules and regulations of the library. Return materials at appropriate time to avoid paying fines. Use electronic resources effectively to better your lot. If you don't want to use our print resources, you can go electronically. You can visit our site at jhl.uniben.edu. As you begin your educational journey, I want to welcome you once again to John Harris Library, the heartbeat of the university, where the students are nurtured, because previous scholars, previous students have passed through the walls of the library and they have excelled, and you are no exception. The library is there to support you in your academic journey. Welcome. Welcome. Welcome to John Harris Library. Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much. Please, another round of applause for the university librarian, Professor Jane Abba. She spoke from the angle of a professional and also a mother. When you listen to people like this, your journey will be interesting. Students, we want to appreciate you for coming around to listen. This is the beginning, and they are taking you through. Honestly, the Vice Chancellor and his entourage would love to remain with you till the end of this orientation. But if you understand the work on their desk, you will even beg them to go. As I speak with you, the Deputy Vice Chancellor Admin and the Deputy Vice Chancellor Academics have a lot of files to treat. One of the files is my own. And if they don't live here, that file will not be treated. You now see why. When you are going home, if you are fortunate to go to Vice Chancellor's office, they are still in the office, trying to ensure that the work does not suffer. Please, a round of applause for them. We are going to allow them retire to the office to do the office work, because the Dean of Students just told me that I should allow them quickly go so that we will take the other lectures. Thank you so much, the principal officers of the university. Please, a round of applause for them. A round of applause for them. A round of applause for them. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We appreciate you so well. We appreciate you so well. Thank you. Osaze, you are a stubborn man. Yes, while we are doing this, the man that sang the national anthem, the Uniben anthem, so well, you know, we told you is to win an award, and we did not forget. He has won himself something very huge. Something very huge. If you want to clap, clap very well. He has won for himself a big bag of pure water. And a cash of 10,000 naira. Students, when I announced the first one, a bag of water, do you know how important water is when you are looking for it? You know, all those common things that are very vital are the things we look down on. But I want to assure you that in University of Benin, you will begin to appreciate everything as they come. At times you'll be seeing something, you cannot touch it. That is University of Benin. I'm sure in the course of this orientation, they will tell you what the statue outside stands for. While you are coming in, you are like this, you are like this, you are like this, until you are like that. Some of you are still very fair. When you look at the man that sang the Uniben anthem, you see that he's still very fair. Uniben has not happened to him. How many of you have looked for your lecture room and you could not find it until after the lecture? Welcome to Uniben. I have told myself I will not be the only one that will experience that thing in my lifetime. I came to Uniben. It was time for class. The class was for 8 o'clock. I came 7:30. I looked for the venue till after 10. It was after the class that I got to know that it was B2. And I was passing there. I was passing and passing and passing. Or is it the cabmen that you will tell you are coming to auditorium? Instead of pointing auditorium for you to trek to, they will carry you and take you round. And then they will now bring you back to the auditorium. Then you now begin to ask yourself, was I not here? Were me not here? Where were me? That is what University of Benin will do to you. You will learn the hard way. But what is very important is that in the course of learning the hard way, learn what is good. For some of you, before you became students of University of Benin, you had even joined court. But if you have not joined, you are a lucky person. If you join while you are a student, you will remain a slave forever. When your mates are walking freely, if they shout, hey, you are looking up and down as if you borrowed money from Lapo. So we are appealing to you in this orientation. The Bible in Colossians 3, for those of you who are Christians, Colossians 3:25 says, who do anyhow, go see anyhow, no matter who you be. It is in the Bible. And that is the essence of this orientation. And so we are going to be inviting all our guest lecturers, to please come up. We have the director of ICT. This man does not eat physically. Everything is doing, he does it online. He wants to bait, he will bait online. You see that he's shining. Is the director ICT. Please a round of applause for him. In this university, just as you as a student is expected to be careful, so also those of us who are staff are expected to be careful. If we oppress you, the system will hold us to ransom. If you misbehave, the system will hold you to ransom. That is why you have the Servicom director who will tell you that what you are doing is the right thing, what you are doing is the wrong thing, and he is not afraid of anybody. He has every right to call every one of us to order. Thank you, Prof. We want to welcome you. The director of NEL Fund, Professor Imariagbe, please a round of applause for him. He is going to tell us, for those of you that have not utilized NEL Fund, he will be telling us how we are going to use NEL Fund. They tell you it's a federal government loan. Many of us, when we hear the word loan, we are shying away. My brother, my sister, it is your opportunity to utilize it. And if they tell you what the Tinubu government has done for students, you will marvel. Forget all those talk that this government has done this, government has done that. We must appreciate what is good in our time and use it. Many of us shy away from NEL Fund. In the north, they have embraced it completely. It is now an household name over there. Why are we wasting time? We must do what is needed. We want to welcome you. May I welcome very specially a woman that believes in change and transformation. The woman that when you go to the health center to see, she's always smiling. The woman that will always tell you your health is wealth. The woman that will always tell you everything you need to know is your health. She is the director of health services. Please join me, welcome her. Dr. Mrs. Moa Imbere. Every time a student affects they write and wrongly. Thank you. We welcome you. Thank you. May I welcome our teacher and our mentor, one man that believes that the young shall grow. When I was the public relations officer of the university, then I was not a lecturer. This man will always come, give you a lot of encouragement, and you won't believe. In fact, he may make it seem as if everything is easy. And when you listen to him, everything is easy. Please join me welcome our very own Professor Ifidon. He loves to always do young boy. He's a grandfather. Please, a round of applause for him. The Deputy Registrar Student Affairs, Mr. B.O. Ome, is also here. We want to welcome you, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We will not keep you waiting. We are just going to give you the tip of the iceberg. And then when it's time for you to get every other thing, you will get it with ease. Just sit back as I welcome, for a brief history of the University of Benin, Mr. B.O. Ome. He will be talking to us briefly on the brief history of the University of Benin.
The Dean of Students, Professor F.O. Ekaise, my Dean, other members of the high table, let me adopt the protocol already established. Greatest university student. I didn't hear you. Greatest university student. You are most welcome to the great University of Benin. It's wonderful to have all of you here present. This university that we all see today started some years back, and it was an institution of necessity, because prior to 1970, the then Midwest didn't have any tertiary institution, and efforts were made to establish one. Then came the Nigerian Civil War. But as you all know, the Benin State was now Edo and Delta. You know, we were seeking for knowledge, and so they were scattered all over the country. Some of them were universities in the east. So when the Civil War came, and the safety of some of the students cannot be guaranteed, they were now asked to vacate. And they had a city governor of blessed memory, then a military officer, S.O. Bemudia, assembled some great men from the then Benin State, in fact, then Midwest State, and they now created what we call Midwest Institute of Technology, which took off in 1970. And there was a Marere College of Education which was located at the Kenwa Road. And this just took off from there. Having established the Midwest Institute of Technology, MIT, the first set of students came into the institute in 1970. Precisely 23rd November 1970, with just 108 students, and 3 faculties, namely faculties of medicine and pharmacy, faculty of science, and faculty of engineering. Today, what started like a mustard seed has blossomed. And the university, over the years, precisely by 1972, became a university. And it was named University of Benin, having gone through the various processes, through NUC accreditations and all the rest. And by 1975, by 1st April 1975, became a federal university. Can you give a round of applause to that? All these efforts were through the brainchild of the then military government, who ensured that all that needed to be done to bring the university to fruition were put in place. And the first vice chancellor of the university then is Professor Glenn Phillips, an American who was brought from the University of Massachusetts. And the first vice registrar was Mr. Odwara. Apart from the first vice chancellor, Odwara was part of those who midwife the university through the committee that was put together by Ogbemudia, the then military governor. And today, this university is one of the most sought after universities in sub-Saharan Africa, with their products in every field of human endeavor across the world. Anywhere you must see Uniben graduates all over. Today, that university has started with just 3 faculties. Now have, as of today, 22 faculties. Can you give a and 141 departments. Can you please give a round of applause? That same university that started with just 108 students. As you are aware, only these admitted students, those that came in 2025-26 academic session, there are over 15,000 students. Can you clap? So that tells you that the university is doing well. It's a cosmopolitan university. It's a university anywhere in this country, everybody wants to come and attend. This is a university where you come in and it's not tied to any ethnic group per se, because you feel at home when you're at the University of Benin. Can you give me a round of applause, please? The university is home to every student, anywhere from around the world and all over the country. So, we welcome you once again. I want to tell you that as an institution that have evolved over the years, if you choose to take your studies seriously and you know why you are here, you can always get the best. You can always get the best. Uniben is Unibest. And we have proud Unibest graduates all over the world that are holding their honors. And if you choose to be a good student, in a few years, you will be in the sky without being your limit. The Lord. I want to encourage you, remain focused, remain committed to your studies. If you have any reason, any question to ask and you are not sure, Student Affairs Office is wide open to you. Be sure that you are not lured into, it's a free environment where you are exposed, because you are exposed to enjoy some level of freedom. It's not so long as secondary school. But if you are not also careful, where we have the we also have the bad. But I will always encourage you, ensure that you associate with the right group. There are a lot of associations that will also mold you outside your classrooms. When you associate with those ones, they also help to build you up. But when you have doubts as to what to do, please, the offices, the student affairs are open to you. Ensure that you use the guidance and counseling units. They will be here to also talk to you. So that is the University of Film for you. The Univen has come of age. You have all that will take to make you succeed. All we want you to do is what? To be open. Don't, if you are confused, ask questions. If you don't know what to do academically, ask questions. And you'll be one of those that you will be proud of in a few years from now. So you are most welcome to University of Benin. And Unibe welcomes you with an open arm. Thank you and enjoy your stay. God bless you.
Please, another round of applause for Mr. Omeye, Deputy Registrar, Student Affairs. He said, how many students started Uniben? 108. And how many are you? Over 15,000 compared to when it started. You see that Uniben, we are going forward and we give everybody whatever they deserve equally. It is how you now maximize your own that matters most. Thank you so much, sir. We appreciate you so well. Thank you. Thank you. We want to now welcome very specially the man that eats online, drinks online, everything online. Mr. Kende, Director, ICTU CROPU. May I welcome very specially my boss. This man was a one-time public relations officer of the university. I worked under him before I became the public relations officer of the university. Very unassuming, allows people under him to grow. And that is why whenever we see him as our boss. Please join me welcome Mr. Harrison Osai Esquire. While they get ready, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we have seated someone that loves to impact, a mother to the core. She is the Director, Gender Studies. Please join me welcome Professor Mrs. Okupon. Ma, please, you come forward. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. She is accompanied here by members of staff of the Gender Studies Department. I can see Mrs. Isume Eriamiatoe. She is one of the best female compare you have in this South region. Please, a round of applause for our director. You know, when it comes to ICT, they give us the best. Where is our award-winning singer? Yeah, come. How many of you here applied for law and you were given English and literature? Is there any? How many of you here applied for medicine and you were given a Greek? Are they here? So many of you applied for course A. Uniben decided your destiny. True or true? Please put your hands together for Uniben. What Uniben cannot do, but do you know the beauty of everything that Uniben does? It is what they give to you in education, that they give to you in law, that they give to you in pharmacy, that they give to you in medicine. It is character and learning. When you now finish, it is how you apply yourself to your studies that makes you who you are. Today, people go online, they do mumuting, and they make money. What do you call it? You call it creativity. Now you have gone to school. It is not the course, it is your interest in what you are doing. And so when you now pay that interest, you see yourself excelling more than someone that felt, oh, with this course I would have gone something or do something marvelous. We must begin to appreciate where we find ourselves. Some of you that applied for a particular course and you were given another course, because of lack of interest, you want to please your parents, you will leave the house. And then you come to Unibe. After all, nobody will force you to go to class. You will not be serious in 100 level. You won't be serious in 200. Then in 300, you start waking up. By then, they don't dark. If you must make first class, you must start in 100 level. If you must make 2-1, it must start in 100 level. If you feel that the course given to you is not your course, make first class in the course and prove to us that that is not actually the course that's good for you. And then we will not start feeling bad that if we had known. Not that we even give you a course that is cheaper and easier for you, you will not start fumbling. You won't do well. And then you now begin to say it's devil's work. And I'm sure the speakers today will talk to us on so many things. One of the things they will tell you, you are in school to read, to study, and to make a better person. Some of you come to school, instead of going to class, you go to one fellowship. You are in fellowship from morning till evening, Monday to Friday. Saturday you are there, Sunday you are there. Then you will start shouting, my God is alive. Your God is alive and you are dull. You are not going to class. How will people appreciate the God you say is alive? At the end of the day, you not drop out of school. Then, because you have words of mouth to begin to deceive people to collect money from them, you're not buying new suits, wearing good shoes, doing very well. Then you now say it is the Lord that has done it. You are scamming people to make it and telling people, keeping them under fear of bondage. And then when you not go, you tell them, I made a first class from the university, and now you not even get a university degree. Nobody says you should not go to church. Nobody says you should not go to your place of worship. But know that first, your studies is why you are here. Before you became president of a fellowship, president of an association, you were first student. And that studentship, you must protect it and preserve it very well. But we trust that after attending orientation, everywhere will be good for you. And so when the ICT director is ready, it will take us through what it needs to take us through very briefly. Thank you.
My Dean of Students, Professor Ekaise, other distinguished guests that are here, I rest on the existing protocol. I want to take this opportunity to welcome all of you to University of Benin. I want to use this opportunity to let you know that University of Benin is the first university in Southern Sahara, not only in Nigeria, that started online data processing. It's the first university in Nigeria that started online data processing. Every other university came to learn from us. In fact, when we started in 2003, 2004 academic session, and eventually became stabilized in 2006, 22 universities came here. University of Lagos, University of Ibadan, Ife, Jos, and name them. They all came to study what we're doing. So I will quickly take you through all you need to know as regard processing your data online. Everything that you will do, from your course registration down to result checking, everything is online. Some of you have experienced it. Most of you that are here, you started with Pursue Me application. Is that not right? After your Pursue Me application, you move forward to check your result of your Pursue Me online. Is that not true? And after that, we move to those of you that are lucky to be admitted. Several people applied to the university, but you are the chosen ones. A lot of people didn't get admissions. You consider yourself lucky. Can you give yourself a round of applause? So having said that, the next stage was to activate your record online. After activating your record, you pay your acceptance fee and your clearance process started. Most of you are at that clearance stage. How many of you have submitted your clearance record online? Can you wave your hands? That's good. How many of you have started and it's still pending? You have one or two things to upload. Can I see your hands? So most of you have actually submitted online. So today I'm going to take you through what you need to do online. I'm going to take you through, get yourself familiarized with our online processing, and from there we'll continue to interact with you online. If you want to go online, you first of all go to our website. How many of you know our URL? University of Benin website, www.uniben.edu. When you type uniben.edu on any browser, it will take you to the website. And when you get to the website, website, you will see a link, Uniben Portal. You click on it to take you to our portal. We always advise students to go through Uniben website. Why do we do that? Because sometimes we have some online fraudsters. They try to clone very important websites and try to mislead you to a wrong website. They will clone it to look like Uniben website, but it is not Uniben website. Especially a website where they know that financial transactions take place. Sometimes you have people, they will clone it, they will make it look exactly like Uniben website, but it's actually not Uniben website. So we always advise students to go to our website through the normal Uniben website. Go through the portal, access the portal through Uniben website. And how do you do that? You just type uniben.edu, then it will take you to Uniben website. Can you project the screen? Unfortunately, maybe because of the result processing that is going on, our internet is slow this morning. When you log on Uniben website, this is what you see. It shouldn't take more than a minute or two to load. But after it has loaded, you now press Uniben Portal. And when you press Uniben Portal, this is where it will take you to. So when you take this is your Uniben Portal. On top you have your menu, you have home, you have inquiry, you have application, and you have login. The application section was what you people use for applying through post-UAB and post-direct entry. So that's what you people use. So if you have an inquiry, you come here, you click inquiry. When you click inquiry, it will take you to this page. In case you have an issue you want to report, or you are trying to do something online and you have some level of challenges, click on inquiry and then it will take you to this page. It says contact us for inquiry. You have an option. You have an option of sending an email. You fill in your name, you fill in your email, you fill in your mail, your email, the subject, and you write whatever it is, and you click send message. So this one will go straight to our email, and that email is info@uniben.edu. We have staff that are cross-checking, that are looking at the email every minute, and they will respond. If it's something they can respond to you immediately, they will respond to you. If it's something that they have to investigate, they will actually reply your mail and tell you to be patient and tell you when they will contact you. Because your phone number, and if it's something you don't want to write, you want to make a call, you have phone numbers there, and this phone number runs from Monday to Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. each day. You can always call those numbers and they will respond to you. How many of you have called those numbers before and you have been responded to? Okay? So you have that. If you don't know, we have that inquiry. That inquiry is there for you to make your to report any issues that you want us to address for you. Having done that, then you have the application. Now, the application is what you people use. The next thing is the login. That's where you are now. After your record has been activated, then at the stage of activating your record, you provide an email and we send you a username and password. How many of you go through that stage? That we send you a username and password, so all of you. If you have not activated your record, you just go to the login and then you move down. You say click here to create your record. Have you seen it under? Click here. Have you seen it? Click here to create your record. So when you click on this, it will tell you to put in, to select, are you a post-UME student, or are you a direct entry student? Are you a part-time student, diploma and postgraduate? Whatever category you belong to, if I'm a post-UME, I'll click on post-UME, then I'll put my JAM registration number and put a valid email. Put your JAM registration number 2025 blah 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 AF or IJ as the case may be. Then you put your valid email. Then you click on this that say create my record. It will send your user ID, student ID, and your initial password to your email. And when it does that, you pick your user ID and that you copy that email and you come back to this page to log in. Okay? You come here to log in. You write your user ID, UB. Okay? And then you copy that login, that initial password. You put it there. Then you type these numbers. These numbers is to cross-check that it's not spam or it's not AI. Okay? If you didn't see, if this number is not clear, you click this button, it will generate a new set of security numbers for you. So Y, H, 9, H, U, and the last one is Q. So you log in. If you get it right, you will log in successfully. Okay? So after logging in, okay, login fail. What happened? Too many requests. Okay? Let me try again. (530) FM0. If you miss that security invalid credential, so you must get it right. Let me see. I should be able to get it right. What? Password. Okay. Okay, it's not case sensitive. It's not. Wait. I'll get it. Don't worry. Okay, don't worry. I'll get it, don't worry. It's not case sensitive. You can use capital letter, you can use small letter. So after logging in, you will see your dashboard. You have to be interacting with your dashboard from time to time because every information you need instructions from your course advisors, from your HOD, or directives from the management will always be published on the web, on the portal, and every student will be able to have access to such information. Okay, let me go to my email. Don't worry. Let me go to my email and see what they sent to me. Maybe I didn't copy the password very well. Let me check. Okay. You see this is my image. This is what they sent to me, just like any of you. So the password, this is my password, my initial password. So let me copy it. Okay. So let me come back. Okay. Let me. Okay. 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 So what do we have here? We have 9P. Abby, help me. D, W, 2, and L. We should be able to log in now. So when it comes in, it's successful, right? Which means my username was wrong before. So I won't take your time. In the next 5 minutes, we should be through. But there are some important. Can you see this is your dashboard? Every student will see his or our own dashboard. And this dashboard gives you full information about yourself, your academics record, and everything. It won't take me, in the next 3 minutes, we should be through. So when you come in, you see this is your dashboard, and that's what you have now. On this dashboard, a lot of us don't read. Please try to read the notices on your dashboard. The first thing you have there is your academic information. The faculty of this student, his name is John Brown. John Dio Brown. Have you seen his name? So John Brown is in Faculty of Computing. He is admitted to read computer science. Is in 100 level. So his degree is BSc Computer. His current GPA is reading 0. And is expected to graduate in 2029. Have you seen it? Now, by the time we upload your result, by the time you do your exam, we upload your result, computer will compute everything. Your GPA will be there. And when you see your GPA, you will know whether you are chasing first class or you are chasing second class upper or second class lower. This dashboard will keep reminding you. If your GPA is low, you know that you need to work harder to improve on it. You can click here to see your full academic record. But this is not activated for you yet because you have not done exam and none of your result is online. Then when you look at here, you see upcoming event. Today, 26 January, orientation for new students. Have you seen it there? Orientation for new students. Have you seen it? And then you now have on the 28th matriculation ceremony. Have you seen it there? The second one. And on March 6th, lecture ends. Your lecture for this session, for this semester ends on March 6th. So when you come to your dashboard will keep reminding you of important things to do. Now, we have another place for announcement. Have you seen the latest announcement? Have you seen the latest announcement? Can you read it? What does it say? Candidate offer provisional admissions are to pay their medical screening fee at Uniben Microfinance. All newly admitted students are required to pay their health screening fee into microfinance bank account. The detail is given. You can see the account detail is given. The account number is given. Everything is given there. And they say that no student should pay health screening fee into remitter. Please. Thank you. Signed by management. we find out that some of you erroneously go to pay your health screening fee to remitter. You are supposed to pay it to microfinance bank, and the account number is indicated. So when you log in, go there. If you have not paid, go through your latest announcement. The account detail is there. Everything is there. So you see that your dashboard is very important. Is it not important? Good. The next thing you have is your academic records. You have clearance. Okay? He said that immediately I clicked on clearance. He said acceptance fee is required. If you don't pay your acceptance fee, you are not allowed to clear. And if you don't clear, you are not yet a student. You are only a student when you have cleared. This record, I just created it yesterday, so I have not cleared. For me to clear, I have to pay my acceptance fee. So he has taken me to where I will make my payment directly. So type of payment, I click here and I will choose acceptance fee. If I choose acceptance fee, my acceptance fee is indicated there. How much is my acceptance fee? 122,820, right? Then I click process payment. Okay? So it will redirect me to the remittance platform where the payment is going to be made. Now, when it takes me to remitter platform, there are different payment channels. You can use your ATM card. You can use bank transfer. You can use internet banking. You can go to the bank and pay at the bank. There are so many options. I just want to, it's just that our internet is a bit slow. I wanted to show you all the options. Which of the options, how many people use card option here? How many people use bank transfer? Okay. I will always advise you to use bank transfer, because when you use bank transfer, they don't charge you interest. How many people notice that? Remitter does not charge interest when you use bank transfer. But when you use card, definitely there will be, you will pay some interest, bank transaction fee when you use a card. Okay? What happened? Okay? So let me see if I can quickly pick one. Okay, my acceptance fee is pending. The internet is misbehaving. So that's about payment. I will still come back to it if it improves. So you have your clearance, and once the acceptance fee is accepted, you can proceed for your clearance and upload your records, upload your documents, and then proceed to physically to see your clearance officer for actual verification and citing of those documents. Then the next thing you have is course registration. After you have finished your clearance, the next stage is course registration. Have you seen course registration? You will come here, you will click on course registration, and what we have done is that we have programmed it in such a way that if you are a 100 level accounting student, immediately you click on course registration, you will see all the courses that you are meant to register for, both for first semester and the second semester. But you will now, when you register, you get a printout, go back to your course advisor to verify and rectify and approve it. He will still go back and approve it online. But you show him if there is anything you need to add, he will tell you. If there is any course that is omitted, he will tell you. If the courses are there. But it is what they gave us. What each head of department gave us is what we have programmed. So you will just register with just a click. As long as we did not make mistake, we are able to program exactly what all the HODs gave us for each level. For each program, HOD gave us what every student is supposed to register per level and per semester. So 100 level first and second semester, 200 level first and second semester, and we're working on it. As long as we get it right, you will just register your course with just a click, because everything that you see there is what the department has given us to program for you. So that's the next stage after you have been cleared. Then the after course registration, I told you that lectures end March 6th. Abi, after your lecture has ended, what comes next? Examination, right? Now, after you have done your exam and your papers has been marked, they will give us the result. We will upload it. When you come back, what you're supposed to do is to click on result. But it's telling me that I have to be a student first before I can check my results, since I've not cleared. So when you click on result, you'll be able to see the result for all those courses that you registered for. And the next one is the hostel, which most of you have used before. How many of you used the hostel module and got accommodation? How many of you apply online and got accommodation? Very good. So that's what you use to get accommodation, and you cannot get accommodation unless you pay your school charges. First, you have to pay for your clearance to be cleared. Even when you are cleared, you have to pay your school charges before the system will offer you accommodation. That's the rule, and the Dean of Students is our host, is here. If you don't pay, because of the exigency, the Vice Chancellor asked us, directed us to waive your clearance. That even though you have not been cleared, you should be allowed to get accommodation. And so because of that, we decided to remove the stringent condition that you must be cleared first and pay your school charge before you get accommodation. We removed that clause that you have to be cleared. So that's why most of you have not been cleared, but because you pay your school charge, you were able to apply for accommodation. Am I right? And that's why you were able to get accommodation. So that's the accommodation module. It will tell you when you are offered accommodation, you will see the hall, the best space, and everything about hostel accommodation. Then, having said that, I've shown you about the payment module. Then, if you are allocated, you will see your details here. The session, the hostel name, the room number, and if you have been allocated, the date you are allocated, and the necessary action taken by student affairs. Your record will be there until another session, maybe they allocate that room to another person. So that's where we are. Let me see if I can still process this payment. It's like the internet is better now. Let me quickly show you if we can process this payment. I'm almost through. If it opens, I will just show you all the payment channels you can use. It's not only card. You can go to the bank and pay. Once the RRR code has been generated, you just copy the RRR code and go to the bank. If you want to go there physically and make your payment, it will reflect on the portal that you have made necessary payment. Whether it's school charges, whether it's hostel accommodation, whether it's acceptance fee, whatever it is, it will indicate. That's number one. Number two, if you want to use internet banking, it will direct you to internet banking. But the best two options is the use of card and the bank transfer. The bank transfer, they won't charge you. They will not charge you, because if they charge you, it's like charging you twice. When you do bank transfer, your application charges you. Is that not so? And what the application charges you is very small. Maybe 50 naira, Abi? Maybe 50 naira, some even much less than 26 naira, depending on how much you are transferring. If you are transferring 2,000, he will only charge you 10 naira. Am I correct? But if you use card, remitter will charge you nothing less than 100 and something, maybe 120, 160 naira. Have you noticed that? So I advise that you use a bank transfer. Having said this, is there any other challenge you people are facing? If you go online, listen, if you go online and you want to make payment and you say error in generating RRRs, how many people have encountered that error before? Error in generating RRR. Just come, it means that your record, your email is missing. We will update your record and you will be able to pay. I don't think there is much challenge with online payment. So with this, I would like to call it a day.
Thank you so much. Please, a round of applause for the Director ICT. Now you begin to interact with the internet in the University of Benin. Just know that most of the things you do, they are online. And so you must use it and use it very well. It is important you listen and do the needful. I am sure as we go along, we will continually get better information and know where we are coming from. Professor Ifidon, please, access to sources. You must just say something to us briefly. Thank you.
Dean of students, members of the high table, it will not appear as if we know how to behave like university students. I can understand that. I was a university student once upon a time. I was like you. But way back. You know when? 1979. I was in 100 level. So when I say great Uniben, you must know how to hail back. Great Uniben! Great Uniben! Greatest Uniben! Thank you very much. Many people say that times have changed between when I was a student and now. That now, universities are so hard pressed that they can't maintain themselves in the university. Do you know that we invented certain things when I was a student here? Must have had things like 001. Our meal ticket in my time was 50 kobo per meal. Our parents used to give us 45 naira to buy meal ticket for the full month. So, you had breakfast ticket, lunch, and dinner. But you know the way it is always for university students. You need money to buy a few other things, that didn't pertain to food. So what did you do? So your breakfast. You now look at the lunch ticket. Well, I wouldn't mind a bottle of Coke or maybe meat pie or something. You sell your lunch ticket. What's left? Dinner. So that is 001. That means you only eat once on that day. Then if you suddenly your breakfast ticket, you had 011. What I'm saying now also affects you today. That is, Nigeria may have been better then, but not the lives of university students. Which simply means that we also had our financial challenges. Our parents were not all rich. Some of us, therefore, could not have 3 meals in a day. We couldn't afford 3 meals in a day. It has not changed. Today, when I see my students, I can read that they have not had breakfast or they have not had breakfast and lunch. I can read on their faces. And I ask them, look, you're not looking too good. Excuse me, I have not eaten since morning. Oh, that's okay. Come to my office. No, I mean, not you. But the point is, nobody should be so challenged that he or she cannot go through the university. If your father is not Dangote or Tinubu, education is the sure pathway for you to be somebody, for you to have an identity. Otherwise, your name won't be registered in any place in this country. You have already been admitted. And I welcome you wholeheartedly to the University of Benin, my own university. I can assure you that you will graduate. It's not just a prayer. It is that you yourself should learn what to do. Graduate. I'm not talking about the examination. No. I'm talking about your finances. Maybe I should express our gratitude to the president for creating the Nigeria Educational Loans Fund. I'm sorry, the director tomorrow will tell you what it is like to apply for that fund. But I represent an organization, Access to Success. We have been here, some of our scholars are here amongst you. So far, we have had 65 students of the University of Benin under us. That means we pay their fees and we give them access to some other benefits. Access to Success was created in 2010 to address the situation of youth empowerment. That means, how do we get you to finish school, get to train, and get jobs? That's what we are for. Please, let me invite members of my team to quickly come join me so that we can, quickly please. These are some members of my team from Access to Success. We have been distributing handbills this morning. Maybe you didn't collect one, but if you didn't, Peculiar Enubele will teach you how to apply to benefit from Access to Success Scholarship Fund. I will now hand over the microphone to her. Peculiar.
Thank you, sir. Greatest Nigeria students. Greatest Nigeria students. It is my pleasure to be here, and I'll talk briefly about our scholarship program. So like Professor rightly said, it is a youth empowerment program that we have multiple programs, but today I'll be talking on our scholarship. This is a flyer that I have here. My colleagues can go around to give interested personnel. It is for persons that find it difficult to afford their fees for the higher institution. So there is a procedure. There's a procedure with a procedure on the flyer with which you can apply. Application is completely free. You do not have to pay any fee to apply. To get more information on how to apply, refer to the flyer. You can also scan this QR code below the flyer. There's a QR code here. Scan it and get access to our website where all of the requirements that you need to apply for this scholarship is stated. Now, if you peradventure, due to the limited number of flyers, you were not able to get any, you can take down this number and reach out to the person. His name is Progress, and he will be giving you access to the link to our website. Like I said, all the information that you need to register is on the website, which you can access through this link. So if for one reason or the other you cannot get access to this flyer, you can reach out to this number and send him a message on WhatsApp, please strictly WhatsApp message and he will get you a link to apply on our website. The number is 091 142 87994. I'll take it again. 091 142 87994. If you did not get the flyer, you can reach out to this number and you will get a link to our application. Like I said, application is free and we are intentional about the empowerment of Nigerian youths. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Peculiar. Thank you very much. Please, the point simply is, nobody should complain that because of finances, I couldn't finish my university education. I said before, you have Nelson, lecturer is here, tomorrow, please listen to him. And now, I'm also saying that there's access to sources willing to join you to ensure that you finish school. I wish you the very best.
Thank you, Prof. Thank you so much, Prof. Please, another round of applause for our Prof. Thank you. He was in 100 level. When? 1979. Where were you? Where were you? I hope you know you were there in 1979. They never remember your mama. Thank you so much, Prof. Thank you so much. Thank you. We are going to be listening to the director of health shortly. But before we listen to you, ma, these persons have been given admission, 100 level. And before you know it, 300 level, somebody will come and tell you you are not qualified for this course. I tell you, sorry, you cannot continue. That is where they now do screening for you. The director is here. Please come. You are the people that always give people tension when they get to 300 level. How come you people do this thing all the time, even when the person was given admission in 100 level? He is in charge of certificate screening. Prof.
Good afternoon, everyone. Our Dean of Students, the principal officers in our session, I stand on the existing protocol. So I'll be very fast because I'm supposed to be in another meeting. And I want to appreciate the fact that I have to be given time to quickly talk about certificate screening. Issue of certificate screening can be a nightmare to students. And so I want you to take this very session serious. Actually, after you have been admitted, you will be cleared. And when you are cleared, you continue your normal program, normal lecture. You will be getting your results here and there. But we need to recheck your certificate and your qualification. Well, it's not as bad as it sounds if you don't have any problem. You want to ask, why do we screen your certificate again at your requirement? Before now, we used to have a lot of forged certificates, fake ones. Sometimes the officers who clear you may be compromised. I think this is just a mechanism to assure quality, just for quality assurance, so that we also help the officers who are going to clear you to do due diligence, as well as the student who is also coming to present the necessary certificate and requirements. So it's also help the university to monitor entry requirements and reevaluate the point of entry certificates Sometimes we also advise the university where there is need to adjust entry requirements. Over time, there are some students who have problems getting their certificates properly screened. Because when we screen you, we'll send your name to your department to say that you have been screened, or you have not been screened, you failed the screening, and please, you listen to me so that when we say you failed the screening, you will know what we mean. It may not necessarily mean that we don't have the requirements, but some little issues here and there can bring about failure of certificate screening. The first thing you need to know is that after 2 years of your SSCE, you should go beyond statement of results. So you should have your certificate ready. You should have your certificate ready. I've seen students who just go online, print their SSC result from online, not even from schools, and they upload them. And it is time for us to screen. And it's coming with either certificates, statement of results, or the statement printed online. If you do that, obviously, we will reject your certificate. Now, what are the things you take note of? I'm not going to talk too long. Maybe if I have time, or we have time, you just take 1 or 2 questions. Number 1, you will be screened strictly on the entry requirement as may be submitted by the UAB. There is the admission board. We don't use other criteria to screen. We use what the admission board submitted. And that at the point of entry. Please understand that when you are entering, you upload your results. Is that clear? You already uploaded your result. Your results are uploaded. We don't take results that are not uploaded. Or some people call it make-up results. You were not having English before you were admitted, and somebody promised you that after 2 years you can write your English and then upload, and then it will be used for screening. We don't take that. We use what you upload and not something different. Number 2, I want you to take note of, so that you don't misquote me. We use only results that are released before matriculation. After Wednesday, any result that is released by the examination body, WAEC, or NECO, or NAPTEP, we will reject it. I'm not saying the one you printed. I'm not saying the one you uploaded after matriculation. No. We are saying any result that will be released from Wednesday, after you have taken your matriculation, that result is no longer accepted. So if you don't have the complete requirement now, you may need to get it between now and tomorrow and upload. I'm not saying what is already released. Is that clear? Is it clear? If it's not clear, please, so you don't have hypertension. That is why I'm taking time to explain. Number 3, if you have discrepancies in your results, please sort them out with the result awarding body. I'm going to tell you what the discrepancies are. Maybe your name, your date of birth, any discrepancy, please, and you need to correct it. It does not tally with your record in the university. Please ensure that you sort all of that out before you apply for screening. Number 4, remember that we take maximum of 2 cities, levels. It can be WAEC and NECO, it can be NECO, it can be WAEC, it can be WAEC and NAPTEP. It can be a mixture, but it should not be more than 2. But these results, the names and the records on these 2 results must be consistent, especially the surnames. you don't have your father's name on one, and then you have your grandfather's name or family name on the other. If you do that, it will be rejected. At least, at most two, but the names must be consistent. Two names, even if you have Esther in one and Choma in another one, Choma in one, Esther in another one, and two names, including the surname in the two results, are consistent with another names, also consistent, we will take it. But if only your surname, you have Choma, maybe your father's name is, your surname is Good News, Choma Esther, and then we have another one, Good News, your surname is still consistent, Good News, Ngozi, Victory. I think those are two different people. It will be rejected. Ensure that your surnames in the WAEC results are the same with the surname with which you wrote JAM, because Uniben will pick your name from the JAM records. The only time we accept inconsistency or two surnames is when you are married. I want to use your new surname to complete your education for females who are married, but there are procedures for that. You don't change surname along the line. You use your WAEC surname, and then now you want to get to the university, you want to use a different surname, except for marriage. Are you required to swear affidavit and newspaper publication? Again, University of Benin does not allow initials in names. Don't abbreviate your name. Instead of Osamdiame, it has O. Uniben wants you to interpret that name. When you have initials, expect that you sort it out with the result awarding bodies before you finish your clearance or before you submit your record for screening. We also take a maximum of 3 names. Your names, maximum of 3. But at times you have up to 4, but one of them or 2 of them are compound names. Please, you define your compound name with hyphenation. You put hyphen, we know that it's a compound name. If you don't have that, we'll be counting it as 4 names. Now, you don't introduce a prefix or a suffix to an existing name, and that will make it invalid. For example, you also don't introduce suffix. What we mean by that is that if your name is, you have it as Osas. I don't know, for those of us who grew up in Benin, you have Osas. And some people use Osas as their names in their O level. If you use Osas, please maintain the Osas. If you know why I cannot correct it. Don't change Osas to Osamudame. Osas and Osamudame are 2 different names. If you do that, it will be rejected. Don't also shorten your name. Your name was Osamudame, now Osas. Or Olubumi, and then somewhere it's now Bumi. I think there are 2 different names. We're also very conscious of the date of birth. Remember that your WAEC, I think this is where it becomes very risky. The statement of result given to you does not have state of birth. But when you now print out the certificate, it becomes state of birth. That can be very dangerous. If it comes to the date of birth that is different from the date of birth with which you registered, we always hardly correct date of birth. What we advise you is to go to JAM, correct the date of birth. Is it JAM, from NIN to JAM, and then you come, you apply for a correction. The university will look at it, and then it will be corrected. If you came in through direct entry, you have to submit your transcripts. And there are some results that we find it difficult to translate, to interpret. You may need to write to the Ministry of Education to help you interpret the result. For example, you got a O-level from Canada, from US, or from Cameroon. It doesn't read the way we read it. So you will need Ministry of Education you apply to Ministry of Education will help us, because we don't have time we don't have the facilities rather to do that. And so it will be corrected for, it will be interpreted for us. But let's understand that when you have been screened by 200 level, take note, by 200 level, before now by 3 or 4, we screen and send you a certificate. But because we discovered that some students spent almost 4 years in school and they are asked to go. So we try to screen the students as quickly as possible so that you will know your fate. I pray that no one here will be set out in Jesus' name. Say amen now. So by 200, we should send you your screen certificate. And how do we do that? There are record files. I think there are 3. I don't know how many now. You have all your documents in one of them with scratch card attached. We're going to use scratch card. You may not need to submit any other document. We just pick that. UAB, additional body, we send it to our office, and then we use it to screen. But there are some students who will not submit. Some students will not submit. We have had cases. So if you don't get a screening certificate by 200 level or by the beginning of 300 level, you need to quickly raise alarm. And then we will request that you submit through your head of department that will forward them to us. When you have been screened, we'll send a list, including your name, to your department, and then we'll send you a screening certificate. There's a yellowish paper we'll send to you with your name. Ensure that your names, your mark number, your department are correctly entered. If they are not correct, at the point of clearance, when you are going, you are graduating, you will start having another problem. Finally, for those of you who are applying with NECO, you are using NECO, let me see your hands up. Raise it up properly. Now, NECO, recently we started having a problem with NECO. The problem is that if you use the scratch card to clear, as you are doing your normal clearance now, the next check will not accept scratch card. So it will require that you send e-verified code. You will require e-verified code. So if you are using NECO to save yourself of headache, we are not the one. It's NECO. So go and do e-verified, print it, attach the code. There's a code. Attach it to the record file and submit to us. If you don't do that, we'll return your verdict as a student who is not cleared. Now, if we don't clear you, we send a verdict. Number 1, you see NMR. NMR means no matriculation requirement. No matriculation requirement can come from, number 1, you use 2 cities, but you only send a copy for 1 city. So when we put them together to check, they will not be complete. Number 2 is that you don't have the requirement for the course, especially when you apply to read a particular course and you are moved to another course. Please, you need to check if actually the new course you are moved to, you have the requirement to read it. Apart from that, when you have names issues, you don't submit your eligibility, you don't have date of birth, your date of birth, you will have a verdict that is not too sweet. Well, if you have any issue, not too much, you can report to your HOD, resubmit. If we send you no matriculation requirement, that does not mean that you didn't meet it. Please, resubmit your document, including your signed eligibility, and then we'll send it back to us. We will clear you as fast as possible. If you want to reach out, you can email us on certificatescreening@uniben.edu. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. Now you already know how to reach them. Certificatescreening.uniben.edu. It is important you know. Somebody in 100 level. Today, last session, it was in 100 level. Today, is now in 100 level. His date of birth was 5th May, the year he was born, on his WAEC result. When he was writing to apply for the exam, they wrote 15th May for him. You know, when they tell you correct your details before you submit, many of you are always in a hurry. After submitting, it came to Uniben. Uniben said he cannot be cleared with that date of birth, except he's going to work on it from JAMB and then do NI. The boy said no, he would do it in WAEC. WAEC refused to change it. And so he went to write a fresh WAEC and wrote post-UME. After writing JAMB, everything afresh, because he said his real date of birth was 5th May, and he does not want to take 15th May. Today, he is back to 100 level because he was determined. Some persons, they lose hope, and that is the end. Prof, we want to thank you. Thank you for that invitation. Please, another round of applause for Prof. We will continue to listen and get good information. A while ago, the Dean of Students said the women are taking over. Is it true? Is it true? Professor Mrs. Okumo, gender studies, is it all about women and women alone? And they're saying women are taking over. Come and tell us if it's true. Come and tell us if it's true briefly.
Good morning, students. Is it morning or afternoon? Good afternoon, students. How are you today? Out of the thousands of students who applied to Uniben, popularly known as Uniben, you were considered worthy to be a student here. Now give yourself a round of applause. You are all welcome to Uniben. I am going to talk on a very sensitive topic, and that is students' addiction to the telephone, also known as the cell phone. How many of us have our telephone here? Can you take it up? Your telephone, please. Raise it up, let me see. Is it a thing of joy to have your telephone with you? Why? Who can tell me that? Why do you think it's a thing of joy for you to have your telephone? Anybody in the audience? Can I hear somebody speak? For information. All right, as I give this talk, you will see why the telephone has become even an endangered species to students. And for all of you who have been admitted to the University of Benin, as a result of the misuse of the telephone, we don't want to lose any student. Now, going straight to my lecture. Smartphone addiction, commonly known as nophobia, is the excessive and compulsive use of mobile devices, and this interferes with daily life activities. Sometimes you overuse the phone. This causes anxiety, low productivity, and poor relationships as a result of social media and gaming apps. You play games from morning till midnight. Even when you are supposed to be sleeping, you are still playing games. Sometimes the social media and gaming apps lead to issues like test necks. Test necks, your neck will be bending from side to side. Or sleep disruption and mental health issues. And this can lead to depression. Now, what are some of these solutions? Digital abstinence from the telephone, placing usage limits on yourself, and replacing screen time with other useful activities. For example, playing football, basketball, tennis, and so on. What are the main aspects of phone addiction? The individual feels incomplete and worried when the phone is not available. And always looking at the phone, anxiety, that's what we call anxiety. Or using the phone to reduce boredom. This can lead to physical and mental health, such as eye strain. You strain your eyes because you focus your eyes on that phone 24/7. Headaches, poor posture, always looking stressed, anxious, as well as experiencing lack of sleep due to the eyes focused on the phone morning till night. Now, the inability to stop using the phone is in dangerous situations, e.g., when someone is driving, walking on the road, climbing stairs, or doing selfies in high-rise buildings. These are dangerous practices that could lead to death or cause bodily harm. How do we break this addiction? No phones in the bedroom When you get to the bedroom, what is the bedroom meant for? All right. What about the dining room? When you are walking or driving or in the toilet, what is the toilet meant for? Did they say you should be looking at your phone inside the toilet? Now, reduce the use of the phone, especially turning off unnecessary notifications or engaging in games that are of no use to you as a student. You came here to learn, not to be glued to your phone. If the use of the phone disrupts your reading habits or lifestyle, then you need to seek the support of a professional counselor. Now, we have common terms. Nomophobia, fear of not having your mobile phone all the time. Anxiety, anxious about needing to respond to text messages immediately. It is not all text messages you respond to, except there are cases of emergency. Or the school authorities need an urgent information from you to rectify your records. Anxiety, feeling a phone vibrate or ring when it has not even started ringing. Now, students should be in control of their phones and not the other way around. The telephone should not control you and your daily life activities. You have just two eyes in front of you. You cannot be walking and at the same time you are looking at the phone without focusing on where you are going to. There have been several instances of students being knocked down by moving vehicles because they were distracted by their phones. So many have slid down the step and falling down the stairways to the ground as a result of phone addiction, seeing serious body harm. Lastly, churches, mosques, or holy grounds of worship should not be disturbed with the telephone or text messages that are so loud as to disrupt the holy place of worship. The phones should be put in silence or put off until the worship is over. Now, when students get so addicted to the phone, they don't want to do anything again. All they want to do is, I want to play this game on my phone. You keep on playing that game. You put on your earpiece, you cover your ears. You don't even know what is happening. I sat over there and I was watching the audience. All the people that were giving talk here, more than 50% of you were just working on your phone. Is that how it ought to be? Would you want your phone to control you or you control the phone? Now, in gender studies, gender does not mean only women or only girls. It means issues that concerns both men and women, boys and girls. So please, I appeal to you, do not allow your phone to control you. Do not be looking at your phones while you are walking on the streets or even driving or while lectures are going on. Focus on your lectures so that you can make a good grade and graduate with a good honors degree from Unibest. I thank you for listening.
Indeed, a mother has spoken. Please, a round of applause for her. Somebody that was pressing her phone since, even when she was talking, when it was time to clap for her, she dropped her phone and clapped. I saw the person is sitting up. Should I tell you the color of the person's clothes? White. And the person is tying her hair. And the person is smiling. Her phone is even beeping. They've sent her another message. She spoke what is real. Instead of interacting socially with those you are seeing physically, many of you will sit down, even in your hostels, anywhere, you are pressing your phone. You can no longer interact physically. It is a big problem. And that is why the director of health is coming to tell us about our health. Please, a round of applause for the director of health.
Good afternoon, students. I was not tired. I know you say yes. No, I was out of here. I can stand up and stretch for like 1 minute. Just stand up and do like this. And then drink your water. I know some people are not taking their water. Drink your water to help you. You are looking for Coke, nothing for you. Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Dr. Emuahe Mbari. I've been asked to speak on assessing medical facilities here at the University of Benin. So we all know that UniBen is one of the greatest institutions, and you are privileged to be here. University of Benin is my school, as you already know. Medical facilities play a vital role in ensuring that the health and well-being of students are maintained. So in this presentation, I will explore the available medical services, the accessibility, and areas for improvement. So what's the vision of the University of Benin Health Services? Our mission is to maintain good health for optimal teaching and learning activities. A student that is not well cannot read and do well in his or her exams. So you have to be in good health so that you can have good results. And our vision is to render medical services within the best global practice to clients in the 21st century and beyond. What are our values? To present patient-centered care, integrity, and collaboration. And our strategy is to uniquely care for all clients. So University of Benin Health Services has 2 health centers, one here at Tubowo and another at the Ekenwa campus. We have several facilities, including dental care and mental support. And we provide essential medications as well as other health products. There's what we call T-SHIP, the Tertiary Institution Social Health Insurance Program. Who has heard of T-SHIP? Nobody. So T-SHIP is something that you have paid for in your school fees. As a student of the University of Benin, you are automatically enrolled in the Tertiary Student Social Health Insurance Program. That means that when you're ill, you have access to free health. You can just stroll down to the health center without paying a dime. And many times we found out that some young people all around at Ekosodi and environs come to the health center wanting to access our facilities. So because of that, we say when you're coming, please come with your ID card. So, and then you would have opened a file. So right now we are having a medical screening at the health center. I heard the director of ICT saying you will see on your cover page where to pay for your health screening. Even if you are paid through remitter, it's still going to be accounted for. But from henceforth, please pay to the microfinance bank. So once you've paid your school fees, you've paid for your health screening, automatically for the rest of your stay, you have access to health care. It is for all students, postgraduates, undergraduates, year ones, you can walk in there. Our facility is located within walking distance. You can walk, or you could take any of the shuttle transport vehicles for those staying off campus. But if you stay within, just stroll down to the health center. Our operating hours is typically from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., but we're available 24 hours. If you come to the health center at any time, you must find a doctor and a nurse. But one thing I've realized, sometimes at about 11 p.m., 12 midnight, you see students strolling down to the health center. My tummy is paining me, I'm having menstrual cramps, or there's a pimple on my face. That is not an emergency. And if you can realize what I'm saying, girls are most times the culprits. So please, emergencies are what we talk about after 8 p.m. Before then, we have our full complement of staff. Can come in there and tell us your complaints. Thereafter, just hold on if it can wait. The services we offer include general consultations, such as routine checkups. During this screening, I was privileged to screen some students. Out of the few students I examined, about 1/3 had very high blood pressure. And I was alarmed because I'm not seeing you people. So if these few people I'm seeing can have high blood pressure, some of them said it's the stress of coming to screen at the health center. So I said, okay, I took their numbers. Please, when everywhere is calm, come back and check your blood pressure. So if you've not done your screening, please come and do it. We're having increased cases of hypertension amongst young people. We're even picking up diabetes and other ailments that you shouldn't be having at this age. Coming to university is not like what you've been used to. It's a change, so please come and attend to your health. Our emergency services, we have an ambulance. The ambulance is not as fine as this again. In case there's one politician's daughter here or son, can donate a brand new ambulance to us, we will gladly take it. So our ambulance is available. At the end, I will display the numbers for those services that you can call. We have a good laboratory where you have basic tests that are done, urinalysis, and they also have ultrasound scans available for you. We notice that some girls keep coming that they're having discharge, they keep wanting to have VDRL done, vaginal swabs. We want to reassure you that sometimes discharge is allowed for girls. If it becomes so much, it becomes offensive that we're worried. Otherwise, a little discharge here and there is allowed. Mental health.